things you've never seen before, like someone showering in space. Technically, it's impossible to shower in space. Water doesn't like flow or like drop down on you in microgravity. So you have to do this. Hair floating everywhere. You never get to rinse it. You're basically just putting no rinse shampoo and combing it through. I feel like your hair would feel gross. So much respect for astronauts. Which then got me thinking, how do you do laundry? And I looked it up. You're not gonna believe this. They just like drop the laundry into space to burn up. So they just go through all these clothing. But like, you gotta do what you gotta do. So anyways, back to the hair. After she brushes the non-rinse shampoo through her hair, she lets it air dry, and then the water evaporates. And this is the cool part. It becomes humidity in the air, and then the air conditioning system collects the water into condensation. And then it turns into drinking water that they drink. The cycle of water on a spaceship. Which makes me think that we are constantly drinking water that dinosaurs drank and peed millions of years ago. You're welcome for that. This is a male seahorse giving birth. Now you heard me, the male gives birth. Seahorses are like one of my favorite animals. Okay, so some species of seahorses are actually monogamous and they mate for life. It's so sweet. I actually cried when I first heard that. And then even sadder, those species, when their mate dies, they also die. And I'm like, oh, they die of a broken heart. Because they can't live without each other. They really are a symbol of love and like romance, unity. It's so beautiful. Look at them hold the tails.
If a colony needs a new queen bee,
She brave.
order a queen from a bee breeder and get the new queen delivered to me in the mail.
Hold up. You can order a queen bee from UPS? I needed a moment to process that.
The queen arrives in a little cage with her attendant bees and a bit of candy for food. Then I introduce the queen to the colony to see if they will accept her.
What?
If they don't like her, they will kill her almost immediately.
What? Imagine getting shipped by UPS and then your new colony hates you and murders you. What's the criteria to be likable as a queen bee? Well, other than being Beyonce, obviously.
But if they do like her, they will start to surround her and take care of her like they're doing here.
What is that
The
blue
queen
dot
bee
on
doesn't
her?
do anything for herself so that she can focus on her one job, laying eggs.
I mean, creating life ain't easy. Not that I know yet. Where's all our like human support for children? Wait, I want to look up what the blue dot is. I looked it up. Beekeepers will actually put the dot on them so they can identify who the queen is. But isn't it obvious who's the queen?
She has a group of attendant bees that follows her everywhere.
Everywhere? Did you know without the queen that the colony dies within a week or two? That's so sad. Most bees are just simps, I guess. They're literally simping for survival. Okay, this is how they make artificial lettuce. Okay, remain calm. Don't worry. This isn't for human consumption. It's actually for those displays they use in the windows so you can see what your food's gonna look like. You know what's the funniest thing about this is I saw this circulating like Facebook and all over the internet saying like, this is what you're eating. Nothing is real anymore. Like, buy organic. And while I do think organic is good for you, like, this is why you can't believe everything seen on the internet. This was never being served to you. People were just lying to get views. It's just for display purposes. Facebook will get you sometimes. Wait, are they skiing, snowboarding, and also playing with lightsabers? I love this scene from The Empire Strikes Back. This is a wireless handheld printer. Whoa, like I have no use for it at all, but I like really want this. Well, let's look until I saw the price. It's $3,500, so like maybe not. But I do feel like this is like the future of like, I don't know, like tattoos and graffiti. I don't know how you keep a straight line though. Does it do it for you?
All right, so this is the 100 pesos bill. There's a
Okay.
monarch butterfly right here, which
Pretty.
is printed on the bill. And
Oh,
then
what you can
check
show
this
us.
out on the app. Go ahead, do it.
Wait, is it gonna be like,
All of those things that you
What?
see, they're actually a monarch butterfly. And then
is this to check if it's like counterfeit?
check this out.
This is so cool. Okay, I need to look this up. Okay, look it up. It's just an app that makes animals come to life. It's not to authenticate whether money's real. That would be cool. That needs to exist. Be like so helpful for like bars and like not getting scammed and stuff. Cause like nobody likes to scam life except for scammers and we don't like them. All these houses are connected by a pool. This is really cool, but also at what point does a pool become a canal? Also, not to ask all the adult questions, but like how much chlorine do you think is needed to keep it clean because nobody wants to swim in dirty water. And then I have another question. How do you get Amazon deliveries? Do you think delivery guys come like to your house snorkeling, house to house, snorkel? That sounds pretty awesome. But then your packages be wet. I like how I go on tangents when like clearly what I'm talking about is nonsense. Like this exists, but my snorkel theory does not. This drain literally looks like a glitch in the Matrix. It doesn't look real, but it is. What? Look me straight in the face and tell me this isn't a simulation we're living in. Cause I'm honestly starting to have my doubts. It looks like a bad CGI simulation where they like messed up. Come on to you guys. Walking on a frozen lake. Apparently black ice is the strongest ice, but I'd still be terrified. Like I can see how thick it is. Thick. And I'm like, no. You might be wondering about the cracks and whether that makes it more dangerous. And actually, the cracks are a sign that the water is growing because water expands when it freezes. Hence the ice cracks. Look how deep it is. Also, that was a fish. Don't worry, the fish is fine because science lesson, the ice acts as an insulator so it keeps the water underneath it warm enough so it doesn't freeze and the fish are fine. I feel like we're learning a lot in this video. You know what, it would be so cool? I'd love to like one day just like teach a class in school. I would love that. Okay, this one's titled, What happens when you draw a picture on a piece of tinfoil using whiteboard markers and immerse it in water? Okay, let's watch. The fish is magically coming to life? What? Okay, I can't explain this one. I don't have all the answers. Science is awesome. You guys might have seen me talk about this in another video, but this is a metal that has a memory. So when you heat it up, it goes back to its original shape, no matter how much you bend it out of shape, which is so cool. But also like, why does this metal have a better memory than I do? I'm out here getting errors saying, password not strong enough. Well, like, so is my memory. It's not strong enough. Wait, is this Ostrich Racing? I didn't even know this was a thing. Maybe some creatures aren't meant to be tamed. They're just meant to run wild until they find somebody as wild to run with them. I read that quote on Pinterest once. I think they were talking about Ostrich Racing. It's hilarious. The way they run, oh, it's so cute. Okay, this one's really cool. So they hammer the mug and it breaks, right? But if you put it in water and then you hammer it, it doesn't break. The nail goes right through it. I'm also like really tempted to try this, but my boyfriend's gonna be so pissed because all our mugs are gonna be broken and I like wouldn't be able to explain myself. I'd be like, babe, it's for science. Still tempted. This car wash installed water guns for kids to play with and wash the cars. This is a win-win because the cars get clean and the kids get to play. If I had a car, I'd be washing it every day there. Okay, so I was doing some reading on this post, and apparently in Indian culture, cows are like very holy and sacred. And in this small Indian village, a cow was actually born with 2 heads and 3 eyes. And it's now being worshipped. Whoa, if this is a coincidence, it's a pretty big one. But also I hope the cow is getting help it needs from vet because I feel like having 2 heads would be hard on the body, but I'm not a vet, so I don't know. Okay, so this is the same student who has ADHD while they're watching a math video and while they're watching Star Wars. People like tend to forget that ADHD includes hyper-focusing on things, and it's not just like an attention deficit 24/7. So you can really focus on certain things, like things that you enjoy and you like, or if it just gets your attention. I do wish they found a better example though, because I kind of feel like this is most of us. No? One is testing your mind, the other one's entertaining you.
Best friends, and they're also something else. Something that may surprise you.
Okay, tell us.
We're twins.
Believe it or not,
That's so
they're
beautiful.
twins.
Yep, we're twins. We're
Same
twin
mum.
sisters. Same dad.
You heard right. They have the same mom and dad. What are the odds that one would be black and one white?
I love this. That is so beautiful. I actually can see the resemblance a lot. They have very similar bone structure. They're so beautiful. They're very different, but also the same. This helicopter is refueling while flying. What? I didn't know this was a thing. They have to be so precise just to get it in. And that's how planes are made. I had to. The different ways honey pours when it's hot versus cold. Whoa. Ooh, oddly satisfying. You know honey can never go bad unless it's like artificially made or has other ingredients in it. They actually found jars of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs. They were like 7,000 years old and they opened up and the honey was still edible. Tell me that's not kind of cool. If they served it in a restaurant, like it was fine wine, would you eat it? Like even though I know it was expired, I'm like, I don't know what people were doing to honey back then. I don't know, I wasn't there. I don't trust that. Wasn't FDA approved. Trash bag, cut into strips, binding, toilet paper, rubbing. More rubbing. Hey, stop that. I'm gonna report you. Oh, it's static electricity. What? That was pretty cool. The rubbing was worth it. This is reinforcement learning. You'll notice that the chicken always goes back to the pink circle because they get a little treat every time they do. This can be done through positive or negative reinforcement, preferably positive. The chicken must be like, this is an incredibly annoying way to eat my lunch. I like how it knows it's the pink one every time, even though they're throwing new dots in the mix. A great example of positive reinforcement is you guys liking this video. It positively reinforces me to like make more videos. This person saw sunglasses that blocked cameras from seeing their face. So they're like, is this real? Can I make this? Grab some sunglasses, some LED light remotes, and starts building. Like, are they trying to rob a bank? It'd be a bad move because this video could be used as evidence in the trial. Let's see if it works. I'm excited. What? I mean, it doesn't block your whole face, but they show up. So we're gonna improve it. Brighter lights. The brighter lights, the more incognito.
Bonus video, I wanted to include the thumbnail shot and let you guys know what it is. It's basically called the Flow Wave, which is a wave simulator, which I find very interesting because I'm actually on a boat at sea right now. By the way, if you want to hear about my trip, let me know in the comments and I could do a video explaining why I'm stuck on a boat cabin. But anyways, back to the Flow Wave. Super interesting. Basically, it's a wave simulator, like I said, and they use that to be able to predict things that could happen in sea and to like test different devices and prototypes because you don't want to be stuck at sea and then something goes wrong. It's better to like, you know, do it in a wave simulator in a controlled environment. Cool and all, but not gonna lie, I'm like a little disappointed because I was expecting it to be like a portal to another dimension, but you know, it's not. Back to the regular video.
This is a really cool restaurant in Vietnam. You basically like sit in like little jacuzzis while you eat. What? I never knew this was an option and now like this is all I want. Also like the servers have to have like really good balance. Not only are they balancing dishes, but they have to like walk through these like tiny walkways. You think people fall into the splash zone? They must, right? If not, like I would. I'm just clumsy like that. Do you think you could even concentrate on eating? Okay, who am I kidding? I can always concentrate on eating. So beautiful. I want to go there. And all the koi fish. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love you all so much. Stay awesome, stay sweet, and don't forget about each other. I'll see you in the next video.